against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Nene is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And there's Gordon. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's Redick on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, excelling in my role.
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
Not only the confidence, Greg, but they've been the more aggressive team early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. We've got Bogut, Watson out there with Watson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Dang in at the small forward position. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Bogut. And a fast break now for New York. Lawson with the ball. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Lawson's got his first bucket in this one.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter, Greg, and they're really cooking now. Actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
And there's the feed to Dang. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
2 things went on in the first half. Yes, we saw good offense take advantage of mediocre defense, but we also saw a motivated team take advantage of a team that didn't want to hustle. They need an attitude adjustment.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Now the Knicks with it. They lead by 4. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
They've got J.J. Redick, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Carl Landry, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Noah in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. On defense, the Celtics. Jennings drives in. That's good. Jennings has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Knicks.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Tries again, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
At the line with 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Landry.
So important to hit that free throw. I mean, they could use a few more possessions like that to trim this lead even more.
And stolen by Redick. Dishes to Walker. Nice D from Bogut. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Walker with it, setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Dang. Bogut out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's Gordon, and it's Jennings in at the point guard position. Pick up by Hill. Here's Redick. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now here's Jennings.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Kyle Anderson. Then for the Knicks, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Bogut. Nene comes in for Chris Kaman. And George is subbed in for Luol Deng. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 35 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, let's see if they try that.
You know, you can do that, but I think we want to see how the coach wants to play it, because sometimes you try to go 2 for 1 and you rush.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
And thank you for that, Doris. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's George for 3. Laces one from 3.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And you you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
And the Celtics making a change here. Landry's checked in.
And the defense we've seen today reminds me of that great defensive era back in the 80s. Wouldn't you say so, Clark?
Well, hold up now, Greg. Wait a minute. I know you played in the 90s and you were part of the Knicks teams that were known for defense and mugging guys. But there was defense played in the 80s, but it was a more free-flowing offensive game, and that's the way I choose to look at what we're seeing now. This is the beautiful game on display between the lines.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
So it's New York picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, what do you take away from a win like tonight in terms of what you need to continue doing as a team to play at your best?
We just keep playing consistent. We just keep executing offensively. We know our defense will hold up. We just got to take care of the ball and make plays.
Paul, thank you for your time. Guys, you can hear the excitement in his voice.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.